Hello YouTube, welcome back to Vintage Road and Rail. In today's video we're going to take a look at the Chattanooga Choo-Choo train set as seen in the 1977 Tyco catalog. So give me just a moment to get my tripod set up and we'll take a closer look. Stay tuned. Okay, I've got the tripod set up and as you can see it barely fits in the frame. In fact, right over here part of it is out of frame. I don't know if you can even see that. I sure can't see it. And I've got my tripod up as high as it'll go, so we'll have to make do. Alright, before we take a look at the train set, here is the 1977 product catalog put out by Tyco. And if you turn to page 6 and 7, you'll see a nice big ad for the Chattanooga Choo-Choo. And this is the diesel version. There is a steam version. If we flip a few pages in. Oh, wrong one. There it is. This one is the 280. Later there will be a 080, but we'll cover that another time. So anyway, so this is the train set. If you were a kid in 1977, you just might have got this under your Christmas tree or as a birthday present. So I'm going to take this catalog out of frame for a second and just see what you can expect to find in this box. Alright, so it says, here's the description. A modern Gp20 Chattanooga Choo-Choo with operating headlight and power torque drive powers a colorful 5-car freight train. Set features a remote control whistle in Billboard. That would be this guy. So our contents are going to be our Gp20 diesel locomotive with operating headlight right here. Then we're going to have a tank car, which is right here. And it's a Weston tank car, so I guess someone's going to be frying a lot of chicken. Alright, and then we have a Billboard reefer car. So that'll be this Baby Ruth car right here. Alright, and let's see. A 55-foot center flow hopper car. That'll be this old Dutch cleanser. Then we have, let's see, overlooked it. There's just a regular Billboard car. That'll be this Jello car. And finally, it's going to come with a caboose. And that covers as far as the locomotive and the cars. Then we're going to get the whistle and Billboard right here. We'll have 14 sections of track, which is going to be in this box here. You're going to basically have 12 sections of curve and 2 sections of straight. And one of those curved is going to have the terminals to hook up the power. And of course it's going to have a power pack. Alright, so here's one last look before I close it up and set it to the side. Alright, so here we go. This is the classic 70s packaging. You can clearly see everything that's included, and I picked this up at a train show in December. When I first come across it, I don't know if you can make it out here, but it said $75, and when I went back a little bit later, it was at $65, and my daughter was with me helping carry stuff, and I said, you know, when we get ready to go, if that's still at $65, it's still there at $65, I'm going to pick it up. So when I got back around, it was indeed still there, and I got it for $60, I believe it was. Alright, so let's lift this off and take a look and see what you would expect, and we'll go over everything that's in the box, and then afterwards we're going to put it on the track and see if this rascal works, because I bought it in December, like I said, but I have not taken it out and tested it or anything. Set that down without trying to tear it up. Okay, so I did look in here and all the track is included. I'm not going to bother opening that, but it did come with a bunch of extra track. And up here is the old classic gold colored power pack. And I believe this goes to the Billboard, so it looked to be about the same color. So let's just start here and work our way back to the locomotive, and let's just see what's included. Basically, I'm going to open everything up and make a big old mess, and then I'll stop the filming and then come back with everything on the track, and we'll see if this rascal will run. Alright, so in here, this is the outer part that you would see, and I guess got separated from it. Now I thought it said Maxwell House on both sides, so either it's missing one or one side also said Payday. But those are the two cards, and they would basically slide down in these little grooves, and then you would hook this up. I'm all off camera. Let's try that again on the camera. You would slide these down in the grooves here, and then you would hook this up to your AC power on your power pack, and you would press this, and that will give you that whistle sound. Alright, so let's take a look at our caboose. Trying to open all this without tearing it up. Now I took a quick glance at everything, and it seemed to all be complete, but it's really kind of hard to tell. But I do see the wheels all seem to be intact. And I'm trying to figure out if this has ever even come out of here. It was really tight. Alright, so it looks to be in great shape. I mean, looks brand new. I'll be honest with you. I mean, I don't see a scuff or a scratch or anything on there. Alright, so let's set that to the side. And let's go over to this Wesson car. Again, like I said, someone must be frying a lot of chicken. Need that much Wesson oil. Alright, so let's set that. Now this box is wanting to fall apart, so I have to be careful when I put it back in. And it's got some dust. It has been sitting for a while. Let's get that out of there without messing up the packaging or breaking something. Again, like the caboose, this looks to be in really good shape. I mean, if it's ever been run, they've barely run this rascal. Still has the brake wheel. Both horn hook couplers are intact. The wheels are rolling really good as well. Alright, so let's go up to this Baby Ruth car. And even the packaging looks really good. I mean, that last one, the film was coming loose, but I'm sorry. This thing is almost as old as I am. So it's over 40 years old. So you can kind of forgive it for the glue kind of breaking loose. Alright, so again, we got our brake wheel. Our car looks to be in perfect shape. I mean, again, I can't see a scuff or a scratch on it anywhere. So that looks really good. Alright, so before we move on to the next cars, we got some paperwork in here. I always like getting this old paperwork. So we got a price list and order form. And here is how you can get more, I guess get some assistance if you have a problem. And this is your basic instructions on getting your train set up and running. And in here is just a trains mini product catalog. This is trains only. But it doesn't, I'm trying to see if this actually has sets in here. No, I don't see sets. It just has accessories. So this is to give you ideas as to what to look for. And the pages don't want to come loose if you were to go to a hobby shop and want to expand your train set. So that's really nice. Alright, so let's move on to our Billboard Box Car. Again, just from the outside, it looks to be in really good shape. Packaging looks good. I mean, I'm kind of guessing by the way this is unkempt here and an extra track that it's probably been run at least a little bit in the past, but it could just be that it was added in. Power pack was used for something else, who knows. But again, looks to be in nearly perfect condition. Brake wheel is there. Nothing cracked or broken. Look how clean and shiny that plastic is. Both horn hooks are present. All wheels. So it looks really good. Alright, so let's go over to our final car, our center flow hopper. I'm really hoping this rascal will run when we put it on the track. But for something to have been, even if it's practically new, never been run, to have sat for over 40 years. I believe my brake wheel fell off of this one. That's alright, we can put that back on. Alright. Yep, brake wheel fell off. It's sitting right there. Off camera, I'll put that back on before I put it on the track. But again, it looks to be in really good shape. Sometimes this upper part will separate, and maybe a little bit right here, but that just may be, it doesn't push down, so that may be just the way it is. But again, looks to be in really good shape. Alright, and let's go to the main event. That Gp20 Locomotive. Just from what I can see, the handrails and everything look to be in great shape. This styrofoam looks to be pristine. I mean, completely white. It's not yellowed or anything. So let's get this out and take a look. Try to make sure I don't drop it. Trying to keep it in camera, but I don't. I'd rather come off camera a little bit than to risk dropping it. Because then I'd have to go off camera and cry. Alright, well, just like everything else, this looks to be in really, really good condition. Really clean. I don't see a lot of corrosion. This brass can corrode really easy, but they look pretty clean. Both horns are there. Got a little bell. Paint looks like it's pretty good. All the handrails look to be in really good shape. This front coupler oftentimes is missing on a lot of these locomotives, so that's there. And we got it there on the back, this horn hook. With a set like this, I'm not going to bother upgrading them to Katy couplers or anything like that. I'm going to leave them original and keep this set together. These screws look really nice. They're not, no hint of rust or anything. So, yeah, everything looks great. So, alright, I'm going to stop the video right here. And I'm going to clean up these boxes a little bit and set them off camera, so that we can put it on this Bachmann track here. I'm not going to bother fooling with this old vintage stuff. Alright, so let me hit stop and I will be right back. Okay, I am back. Took me a couple of moments to straighten out all the boxes and everything. I was going to set them off to the side, but I opted just to take them and put them back in each place where they were in here. Fortunately, the boxes are named on the end, so that'll make it pretty easy when it comes to putting everything back in the boxes and putting the train set back together. But, and also to it, you know, I just didn't want to set them off to the side and mess them up. They should be pretty safe right here on the table. Alright, so I have hooked up this whistle, and I've got it kind of running under the track, and I've got this model power pack, and I've hooked it into the AC, and I've powered it on. I have yet to run the train. I just scooted it along the track and just used this little railer here to get everything put on. So I'm going to put this close because I did test this and nothing happened. So I don't know if something has come loose inside, needs to be replaced. But let me get in good and close. And I don't know if you can hear it, but all I hear when I push the button is like a hum. So nothing going on there. So unfortunately, that needs some attention. Alright, so let's back up here and see if this Chattanooga Gp20 is going to pull. We got a little movement. Give it a little bit of a... Uh-oh. She's moving. She's moving a little slow. So I've nearly got this at full throttle. But she is moving. And look at that light. It's working perfectly. It's really bright. So let's just watch it go around a little bit. See if she warms up. I'm pretty sure it could stand for a little bit of oil and having the gears lubed a bit. But it does seem like it may be picking up speed just a tad. Or maybe. I'm going to let it get another lap, maybe two, and then we're going to stop it. Because I do not want to burn anything out. But she is running. Well, picked up a little speed there. But yeah, over 40 years old, and she is running just fine. Alright. Bring her around here. I always stop my trains if I'm going to leave them on the track for a while. Right over here, because they've got a wall, and so if they get bumped off the track, they've got nowhere to go. Okay, alright, well that was the Chattanooga Choo-Choo diesel GP20 as seen in the 1977 catalog. This train set was sold again in 1978, but it had a different configuration of cars, and instead of coming with the whistle, I believe it came with a bridge and trestle set. I do not have that actual set, so hopefully I can get that one of these days and do a video on that. Alright, well that concludes this video on the Chattanooga Choo-Choo. Coming up in another week, maybe a little more because I'm going on vacation soon, I will have another train set video that we're going to go over. I believe this one will be from Bachman. So make sure and hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way you'll be alerted as to when my next video comes up. Alright, well thanks for watching. Have a great day.